The warm sunshine on your face, the sound of the wind rushing through the trees overhead, and the soft, earthy feel of the trail under your boots.
Hey bro, this all sounds very fancy. But how can one attain all these things like feeling good about themselves, doing exercise also, going through the gravels of the mountain or any hilly area and getting fresh airs? How can one get it? One can attain this through the exercise known as hiking. So, hiking is a natural exercise that promotes physical fitness, is economical and convenient, and requires no special equipment. Hiking is a long, vigorous walk, usually on the trails or footpaths in the countryside. I see. So, how did this hiking even get started? It is hard to identify the origins of the hiking since humans have been traveling through long distance for various reasons throughout the history. However, the reason for hiking has changed drastically over time. The hiking for pleasure or recreation is relatively new. One of the earliest and most commonly mentioned examples for someone hiking recreationally rather than out of necessity is a poet named Petrarch. In, in the letter of a friend, the poet wrote that he summited Mount Ventoux in southern France with his brother and two servants on April 26, 1336. The peak reached a height of 6,273 feet, making it one of the earliest documented examples of hiking and mountain climbing as we know today. However, some historians suggest that that may be wrong. That the Petrarch made up all these things. Then, in antiquity, through the Middle Ages, most of the people went through long walks or hikes, did so out of the necessity of a part of religious pilgrimage. Hiking was emerged as a leisure activity in Europe in 1700s, and the most famous areas for where the hiking is more famous is in UK, US, and generally for the religious purpose in the pilgrimage. In hiking, like what is the process that we generally do? Well, many people walk alone and mainly on weekends or holidays, but youth clubs and other groups arrange rambles or hikes. The normal distance for the walk undertaken is 17 to 12 miles, and that is 11 to 19 kilometers for half a day, or 12 to 20 miles, which is 19 to 32 kilometers for a full day. Those organized rambles combining exercise with enjoyment of the countryside or in the country districts surrounding large towns and follow a planned routine. Most densely populated European towns have hiking trails outside. But can you tell me the benefits of doing hiking? Oh, there are many benefits of doing hiking. Number one is to get fit. So looking for a way to stay active that does not involve going to gym, hiking might be one of your answers. Then second is exercise on your own terms. Whenever you go to hike, you can choose your own level of difficulty from newbie to advanced. You get to decide the distance you will cover and the pace you will walk at. Essentially, it is your hike, it's your route, so make it as a great workout for the beginner. Third is lower your blood pressure and sugar level. Hiking is a fantastic way to decrease your blood pressure and cholesterol level. Thanks to this, you will be able to keep your heart healthy and reduce your risk of cardiovascular diseases. Fourth, develop lean legs. Sure, hiking engages all of your muscle groups and is especially useful for building over long strength, lower body strength. Walking up and down hills work essentially in lunging and can shape your glutes, quads, and hamstrings. Fifth is strengthen your core. If you are looking to tone your body and get back to shape, hiking is a great way to do it. All this walking through the uneven terrain requires you to constantly engage your core area, which helps to develop a stronger abs and oblique. And if you want to get more challenged in this exercise, just carry a backpack while you're hiking. Then protect your bone density. As we age, our bone density can significantly reduce. To help maintain healthy bones, it is essential to get enough calcium, vitamin D, and physical activities. The hiking definitely checks the box of the latter too. Since walking is a weight bearing exercise, it is also improves bone density by strengthening the muscles around the bone. 7. Commune with nature. So, hiking in open space allows you to truly unplug yourself from the world from a moment and take a welcome break. It helps you out of the house, back to the wildness, allowing you to connect yourself with nature again. Eighth one, boost your brain. Hiking isn't all about keeping your body healthy, but it's also great for your brain. Studies have shown that the people who spend more time in nature are far more creative when it comes to problem solving tasks. This is because when being in the nature increases attention span and focus. Researchers from Stanford University also found that walking makes you more creative than sitting. Ninth one is to be happy. Research shows that hiking can significantly improve your mind and increase your happiness level. Walking in nature helps the fight against the symptoms of mental health issues such as stress and anxiety. And the last one is for socialize. Who said you cannot catch up with friends while staying in shape? The health benefits of hiking can easy to comprehend, but hiking can also improve your social life. We cannot think of better bonding activity than going on a hike because anybody can join. It's easy enough to enjoy the scenario and the company with your friends. Also, exercising with others makes you more accountable for less likely to quit. Wow, there are so many benefits of hiking. But do is hiking for everyone? Can anyone can do it? Hiking can be done by anyone. However, there are certain issues that we have to keep in mind before going to hiking. First one, fatigue. Fatigue sets in quick when you are in physical or mental exhausted. It is easily happen if you had taken a long day walking and carrying a backpack. The best way to keep away your fatigue at bay is to make sure you had decent night's sleep before you go for a big trek. Your body needs rest and to enough energy for the physical exertion of the we have to maintain a decent diet and to drink lot of water. So people who are malnourished and having difficulty and having dehydration and get fatigue easily, it might be difficult for them to follow the hiking. Second, dehydration. It is not enough to simply sip away your water as you walk. You need to make sure you have drunk ample amount of it before you set off and after you finish. So if you are walking up the gradient and walking in a heat, your body will sweat a lot. If you lose more than that, it will upset the balance of your salt concentration in your body, which in turn affects your bodily function. You may feel dizzy and can't concentrate or have headaches and feel fatigue. Therefore, just don't wait until you feel thirsty to drink water. Take a sip every time you have a mini stop to look at the new view or look at the map. Third, altitude sickness. If you are walking up to altitude, then its hiking problem can be very difficult. Altitude sickness or acute mountain sickness happens when your body cannot acclimate to the new oxygen level. The higher you climb, the lower the oxygen level, the worse you might feel. Your body really feels like it's giving up with the symptoms of nausea, headache, breathlessness, and sleep deprivation, which can leave you feel absolutely rotten. To try and keep altitude sickness to the bay, it is important to ascend slowly on your body as a time to accumulate and adjust to the unfamiliar environment. There is also a pill that you may take if you are get altitude sickness. So the people who are having altitude sickness, it might be difficult for them to follow the hiking exercise. However, there are precautions that we had discussed before. Fourth one, foot pain. It seems obvious, but foot pain is a real hiking problem that can literally stop you from your tracks. The most common foot complaints are blisters. If you are on your feet all day walking all sort of terrains, it is easy to get a blister. This can absolutely ruin your hike. Blisters can take on to the end of the and disappear, and there isn't much you can do once you have one of one. If you keep walking in the same shoe, you are just going to continue rubbing the same spot and be more discomfort. Therefore the proper the shoe gear has to be kept, and proper precautions have to be kept before going for hiking. So people with having sensitive foot skin or issue skin problems in their foot, it is also have to take precaution before going for the hiking, because they might get blisters and they might get any pain in the muscle of their foot if they are walking. So people who has less energy, or the people who are very easy to fatigue, uh, have weaker muscles, it might be difficult for them to going for a hiking for a longer period of time, or for a very uneven terrain. Fifth is knee pain. As with the feet, knee are doing a lot of work whilst walking and are common hiking problem. If you walk up and down the hills, particularly on a rocky and uneven surfaces, this can especially be hard on your knee joints. And if you start to feel soreness while you are walking, it's almost guaranteed that it will become worse if you continue. So people with arthritis or having knee problem, it might be difficult for them for doing hiking exercises. We can take during hiking. We use any hiking shoes or any lighter shoes like sandals or sneakers that we can use for hiking. Raincoat or any jacket that we can take with the company. Sunglasses, watch, and sunscreen. We can water to keep us hydrated. Come on, let's go for some hiking.